Merhaba arkadaşlar, ben Emre. Deponia 2 yaka. Merhaba arkadaşlar, ben Emre. Kaos'tu Deponia, hayırlı uğurlu olsun. Deponia'nın devam oyunu, ikinci oyun. En son Rufus'cuğumuz sevgilisinden ayrıldıydı. Onu Deponia diyorum. Onu yollamıştı memleketine. Deponia olarak herhalde. Karıştırıyor olabilirim. Benim isim hafızam pek iyi değildi. Neyse, direkt yeni oyuna başlayalım. Tabii ki de her zamanki gibi tekerleği seçeceğim.
Huh? What's this all about? Isn't that Ms. Hinkle's junk press?
No, that's the junk press from my
En
trawler.
son bu adamlardaydı.
You need to help me fix it.
Yeah, but it looks exactly like Ms. Hinkle's junk press from the tutorial in part 1.
So what?
Evet.
Who's going to notice? Those who played part 1 don't even need a tutorial.
Yeah, but I bet they're gonna play it through anyway, because they just can't get enough of me. Count me out. I'm definitely not gonna suffer through this whole tutorial thing again. I mean, it was stupid enough the first time around.
Evet.
Come on. Little repetition can't hurt.
Then how do you explain this blister? That is where I burned myself when I repeatedly put my hand on a hot stove.
You never learn, do you?
Au contraire, I have a nearly photographic memory.
Do you now? So,
Öyle.
do you remember how to use the interface in order to talk to someone?
Yes, of course.
Go ahead. Talk to me. Just point the cursor at me and left click as soon as the speech balloon icon appears.
No prompting.
Al işte.
Talk to Bozo.
You don't have to say that aloud.
Hey, who's talking to you?
Hello there. You clicked on me.
Yeah, and I regret it already. But you see, there's nothing left here that you could teach me.
Çok iyi
You
ya.
don't even know,
Bin nesnenin nasıl
how to
inceleceğini.
look at an object.
But I already know that.
I see. And how?
I point at it with my mouse cursor and right click when the eye icon appears.
Nonsense. That's not an eye. It's a ping pong ball.
With a pupil.
Yeah, it's loaded.
Why would they use a loaded ping pong ball as an icon for the action examine?
I'm about to demonstrate that using the small object lying on the ground over there by pointing the cursor at it and right-clicking as soon as the ping pong ball appears.
I'm holding my breath.
Hah, şöyle.
What's that?
It's the
But it was
Tamam,
a...
tamam,
it's the-
biliyoruz.
And how
Buraya
Sure you can then
çok
let
güzel ama ben buraya geçmek istiyorum. Al şunu.
eggs.
I knew...
Here you can view all the stuff you're lugging around. You remember?
Tamam. Bunu birleştir. Gidiyoruz buraları.
Look here, Bozo. I fixed the part.
I won't believe that until I see
I know.
Tamam.
Hey, there it is.
eggs.
I knew...
Here you remember?
Dur bir sus artık. Heh, koy şunu.
It fits.
Next you need to.
Hey, you don't have to spoon feed me. I'll manage the rest.
Whatever.
Bas
When
şuna
you're
da bitirin.
ready, you need to.
Hold your horses, will ya? It's just a button. I think I can manage without your help.
Rufus, don't. You're standing right under the...
Don't panic. You don't think I'd fall for the same feeble gag twice.
Evet.
So, what was that again? I pushed this button here, and then...
Bam.
Didn't look all that feeble to me.
They came out of nowhere. With their
Evet.
cruisers, plasma weapons, and mechanical beards. Organized. They took our village by force. They left
Evet.
nothing behind but tears and devastation. They were looking for gold and Elysium, the girl that fell from the sky. And only one person was prepared to save her. He woke her up, contacted her fiancé,
Hı hı.
and took her to the lower Ascension station, only to learn the shocking truth once he got there. Cletus, Gold's fiance, wasn't acting out of love. He had an agreement with Ulysses, the mysterious leader of the Organon, and Argus, his right hand. They needed the Ascension codes, hidden away in Gold's brain implant, and they wanted to erase her memory. They wanted to make sure no Elysian would ever know that our world is inhabited.
Aynen.
For their goal was terrible beyond imagination. They wanted to blow up our world.
Çok iyiydi ya.
But they had failed to reckon with the one.
Bunu kim çekti ya?
He swapped the cartridges. And he restored Goal's memory so that she could bear the truth to Elysium.
Evet.
The name of this one man, this selfless hero, was Rufus.
Böyle bir şey beklemiyordum. Birine mi izlettiriyordu bunu acaba?
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun. Bop, bop, bop.
That wasn't the whole story, was it?
That was the first part. I think it's going to be a trilogy.
Sounds a bit unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievably cool.
But if it really all happened like that, shouldn't I be on my way to Elysium with Cletus? So
Evet.
what are you doing here? Where is Cletus? Why am I unable to remember any of this? And forgive me for asking, but why is there a burning saw blade stuck in the side of the ship?
Oh, that. Oh, well, I was about to get to that part. So listen up. Da da da da da da da da da da dun dun dun dun.
Adam kendi şey yaptı ya.
You're being pathetic again about accurate bacteria in the fridge. It's getting boring, but packing bags due to dirty socks, ice
Dun,
and
dun.
lampshades, rim orders on anodons gone. Didn't I explicate it? Are you still not persuaded? There's cracks growing on your tympanic membrane.
Bu ne kadar berrak lan.
Self-sacrifices and gosh, not to start all over again. Start all over again.
Evet. Merak ettiğim testereyle nasıl bizim Goal'un yanına gittiğimiz, kesin gene absürt bir planla gittiğimiz çok belliydi ama ikincisi Goal neden hatırlamıyor?
Trash. Trash. And more trash.
Ben de yazı nerede diyordum, tepesinde yazıyormuş.
Yeah, sure. Hard to imagine I ever wanted to leave here.
Ah, Rufus. This is the lad I was telling you about.
What?
Mhm.
Him? From what you told me, I had imagined a smart young man, not a filthy bum.
Çok
There's
iyi.
more to him than meets the eye. When I first met him, Rufus was still a... How shall I put this?
Just say it. I was a self-indulgent slob, but I'm steadily improving.
That's right. Right
Evet.
now, for example, he is helping Bozo to get the trawler shipshape.
So I am. I was going to
Evet.
ask you whether I can borrow your hammer.
No problem. You can take it from my toolbox over there.
Thanks, Doc. You're the best.
Adamın dibisin.
Still don't know, really. Something just doesn't seem right about that boy.
But Grandma Utz, whatever are you talking about?
Quick quick. Direkt başarım çıktı tuvalet
I
kağıdı
just
mıydı?
don't like it when people snoop around and invade my privacy.
But Grandma, Rufus isn't a peeping Tom.
Hı. Tuvaleti bir daha açsana. Sifonu çiğ.
Did he even wash his hands?
Of course he did. Rufus is very clean.
That's good. I have a very limited supply of water.
Kuş. O ne lan? Tamam, alet çantasından şeyimizi alalım. Çekicimizi.
Aren't you worried he might steal something?
I trust him completely.
Didn't you tell me that he suffers from an exaggerated opinion of himself?
Kuşu öldürdü lan.
Those days are over. Rufus has learned a lot. He is much more careful than before.
Oğlum şu kuşa yardım et lan.
Rufus seems like a brutal thug to me.
Rufus? Brutal? Never.
Yazık la kuşa. Acımasız.
All I'm saying is that he seems very clumsy.
Your fears are completely groundless. Rufus has become very careful since his last adventure.
Evet evet. Sifonu çek.
And if he has to use the toilet, then he can do that on the trawler.
Of course, Grandma.
It's just that I have hardly any water left.
He's just getting a hammer.
Evet evet. Bir daha çarpıldı. Çekiç buraya düşmüş.
I just hope he doesn't turn my whole house upside down.
He's just getting a hammer. How much damage could he possibly do?
Sen öylesin.
Can a person...
It's very simple.
Çok basit.
Once burned, twice shy. And Rufus has burned his fingers more than once. He has learned. I would bet the house on it.
Çok şey söyledin bak. Ateşe ne yapacağız? Şey yapamıyoruz. Kuş. Son. Bunların hiçbirini bir şey yapamıyoruz. Teyzeyle konuşsa.
May I interrupt for a moment?
Of course. Did you find the hammer?
Well, not exactly.
It's in my tool chest. You're welcome to take it, as long as you promise not to wreak havoc.
Not me. May I interrupt for...
Tamam,
Did you
aynı
find the
şeyi söylüyor.
It's in my... You're welcome, as long as you promise...
Not me.
Ne var? Masa örtüsüyle şöyle bir söndürmeye
Will you
çalışır
promise
bence.
me that he won't try to knock me out with a blunt instrument to steal my things?
Not Rufus. When I met him, he may have been a bit crude and sometimes even disrespectful. But at heart, he's a very good boy.
Evet.
Will you promise me?
Not Rufus. When I met... But at heart...
Güç dönüştürücü üstüyle bir şey yapıyoruz mu? Hayır.
That Rufus...
You know what they... No doubt...
But my table... He would set the whole place on fire in the blink of an eye.
Verebilir.
Grandma, that's just a saying. No one here is going to set anything on fire.
Bunu
If
koysak
that's
oraya.
all true, then he must have turned himself around 180 degrees.
That's how it is. As if someone installed a power inverter in him.
Sifonu çek.
And he shouldn't give John Thomas too much to drink under any circumstances.
Kış gitti.
Well, if that's all you're worried about,
Something like that can kill a little bird.
Rufus isn't going to drown your bird by accident.
Bas şöyle.
He would ask before he used my water supply, wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
Good. good. I have to get by on what I have until the end of the month.
Al şunu.
Perhaps I'm worrying unnecessarily. After all, John Thomas is very good at self-defense.
Nasıl bir savunma lan?
Oh, Grandma Utz, as if that would be at all necessary.
Örtüyle almaya
You
çalış.
almost have me convinced, but there is one thing that still worries me. He had better not clog my garbage disposal. The blades are so sharp. Things are always getting caught in there.
Oh, Grandma, you worry about the silliest things.
Felaket telleri gibisin ya.
If you promise me that he will be careful, then everything is all right. Just as long as nothing happens to my John Thomas.
Promise.
Then I should apologize. I suppose your Rufus really must have improved.
Islak örtüyle ateşi söndürür bence.
Well, what do you know? Here it is.
Have you found it at last?
Yeah, sure.
It certainly took you long enough. I hope you didn't leave a mess.
Me? No way.
Oh,
But enough
Aslı.
chit-chat. Bozo's waiting.
Just relax, Rufus. It's not like anything's on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Ne zaman fark edecekler acaba?
By the way, what's that funky smell? Rufus, have you gone completely off the deep end? You almost set Grandma Utz's heart on fire.
All for a good cause.
You committing suicide?
No, I'm traveling to Elysium.
But Rufus, we've been through all that. I thought you would finally become reasonable.
Become reasonable? I am reasonable. And that's exactly why my plan is gonna work this time.
What plan are you talking about?
Well, what does it look like?
It looks like a madman's attempt to refute the principle of action and reaction.
Close enough.
Goodness gracious me.
As soon as I step on these bellows, the cork will hit the 3 targets one by one. In a spectacular chain reaction, this will cause the rockets to be lit and the safety rope to be cut. I have calculated everything. Just watch and learn. Oh, and keep away from the falling blade if you want to hold on to your fingers.
Çok ilginç bir şey.
Elysium, here I come. Watch your
Guillotine
fingers,
mi?
Doc. As soon as the cork hits the 3rd target, the scale will trigger the guillotine.
It would be insane to believe that will work, but it would be even more insane to assume I would be safe here.
Evet.
After
Vazo
the
var
cork
burada.
ricochets off the other 2 targets, it will hit exactly here. I've calculated everything precisely.
How did you calculate that?
Well, the way you calculate things. You lie down for a while, and these mathematical formulas come to
Rüyadan
you
girer.
in your sleep.
Matematik
The
sınavına da böyle
first target
giriyoruz.
opens the gas tap on the Bunsen burner, which then lights the fuse.
Isn't it more probable that the cork will simply knock over the Bunsen burner?
My design is based on science, not some nebulous probabilities.
The calculation of probabilities is an integral component of all sciences.
For you, maybe. My science is based on hearsay and inner conviction.
Tamam. O zaman körükle başlatacağız. Tava var burada. Havai fişek var.
Light the fireworks as soon as the saw blade is in the air. Then
Adamın
they will
parmakları
create
kopmasa
enough
bari.
spin
Giyotin.
to catapult me directly to Elysium. At the halfway point, eagles will start to fly alongside me if my sketch is correct.
Bunlar
You'll
konuşan
see,
bir de.
I will go to Elysium.
Stop it, Rufus. The only thing you will achieve is a spectacular suicide.
Don't panic. I've calculated everything.
O zaman başlıyoruz.
Take a good look.
Rufus, no!
Hayırlı adamın kafası
Uh-oh.
gidecek.
Doc, that's not a good place for a nap. The Bunsen burner could boil away the water in the vase any minute. And when the scales pan goes up, it will trigger the guillotine. The
Lan
fuse is
adamı
already
öldüreceğiz
lit.
yoksa.
Doc, are you listening? Wake up! Oh, what a bummer. Save Doc or go to Elysium. Save Doc or go to Elysium. Darn it. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Huh. The gas from the bottle is being blown toward the flames. Unfortunately, it isn't enough to light the gas. Too bad. That would be a cool party trick.
Burada sap
And
var.
whoop! Woof! Perfect body control, as always.
Bıçakla neyi kesebiliriz?
I could
Götünü
hit
mü?
that with a well-aimed toss, but that would just trigger the guillotine. And somehow, I doubt that Doc would still be in the mood for thunderous applause.
Neyi keseceğim lan? Ne vur? Doktoru
I
vur.
could hit that with a well-aimed. I
Tamam
just
tamam.
Very clever. I'll simply solve the problem through a process of elimination. Doc will be proud of me if he isn't decapitated in the next few seconds.
Buna vursa.
It's already broken in. Very
Yes.
clever. I'll Doc will if he isn't decapitated. Maybe I can scratch a little black powder out of
Kara
it.
barut.
That shouldn't affect the flight characteristics of the saw blade, should it? That tickles.
O zaman vur
With the
bakayım.
right momentum, I could catapult the black powder into the air intake of the bellows. Easy and totally realistic. If the black
Bas
powder
bakalım.
reaches the flames, it could ignite the gas. And then, there's bound to be an interesting chain reaction whose outcome is very difficult to predict. What am I waiting for? Oh, it worked! I saved Doc!
Tamam.
What?
Gidiyoruz. Şuraya da girdim. Allah salak. Öyle girmişiz.
Rufus! Rufus!
Huh? What?
You haven't answered my question. How did you get here? I just don't understand.
That's because there is nothing to understand. The whole story is nothing but one big filthy lie. Almost as
niye
filthy
buradasın?
as Rufus, but not quite.
Cletus?
Of course it's Cletus. Why would that surprise you? I am not the one who barged in here uninvited. I have come to save my planet. Well done, moron. Goal and I had reached an agreement. I was trying to keep the existence of the Deponians a secret from the Council of Elders so that Deponia could be exploded, but Goal convinced me to tell the truth. We were just about to save Deponia. The escape pod was taking us to Elysium. We're not going to make it to Elysium, and the Council of Elders will never learn about the Deponians. Bravo, Rufus. That was a stroke of genius. Don't listen to him, Goal. He's lying through his teeth.
I don't know. His version does sound pretty convincing.
Now, remember, he's lied to you before. The Goal that I know would never have let him get away with it. That's because you only know one part of Goal, the part that is naive and idealistic. The Goal that I know is a fighter who will stand up for what she believes in. But there is a third part as well. And that part sides with me. Isn't that true, Goal? There is no third part. You tell him, Goal.
I just don't know. I can't remember a thing.
Of course you can't. Thanks to this fleabag's brilliant intervention, your brain implant has been damaged. It's a habit of his. I'll fix it! Don't worry! You still don't get it, do you? We have no use for you here. If you really want to help Goal, then jump. We're directly over the ocean. With a little luck, you may even survive the fall. No! No, this isn't right! Oh, come on. Do what is best for Goal.
Rozet, fırlatma düğmesi.
Oh,
Konuşalım.
come on. Do what is best for Goal. That looks like an ejector seat. Huh. There's still dust on the label. A shrink ray. That's even better than an ejector seat.
Ateş.
Wait. There's
Bakalım.
awesome. A bear. That's my favorite so far.
Bir daha ver.
Huh. Must be the ejector seat after all. And again, the shrink ray.
Bayağı bir başaramadık. Neyse
I'm
fırlatma
what's
düğmesine
best for
bas.
Goal. No, don't! Ha! Nothing. Why? I wonder if... Uh-oh! No! Goal! You idiot! Goal! No, no, no, no, no, no, no, no!
Kızı
You
hep bir yerden
blasted
düşürüyor.
idiot.
Cletus, help me!
Hang on. Don't panic. I'll come and get you. Somehow. Do you finally realize the damage you're doing?
Cletus!
Don't panic. I'll get you. Why don't I do everyone a favor and kill you right here? I'm coming, Goal. Hang in there. Where do you think you're going? I'm on my way.
Watch out! The rope's going to break at any moment!
What are you doing? Did you really think you could get away like that? Say bye-bye, Rufus. Cletus, no!
Cletus!
Aha, ateş etti.
Ah! Oh dear, what have I done?
Gerizekalı. Rufus'un soyundan geldiği belli yani.
I still can't believe he really did that.
No need to worry, really. He's just like a wombat. He often falls, but he always lands on
All the others. I know.
Evet.
What is that noise?
Adamın üstüne düşmezdi.
what the?
Goal?
Don't be silly. If that were gold, the next we could expect. Rufus?
Rufus.
Evet.
Ouch.
Burada şehir mi? Mekanı, evet. Organized'ın. Adamların mekana bak.
Ready for detonation, Bailiff. Acknowledged, Chief Blaster. Anything else? Are there no new instructions? We could start the countdown now. I appreciate your eagerness, but this is not a training maneuver.
Evet.
This is about destroying the zone around the Rust Red Sea before we blow up the entire planet. I see, Bailiff. Stop interrupting me. I know very well what is at stake here. Do you think I wasn't aware of all the implications? It is true. Inspector Cletus has not yet reached Elysium. We can only guess what kept him, but as long as there is still hope that he will complete his task, we need not worry. Until then, I don't want to hear about any countdowns. Do you understand? Yes, I do, Bailiff. Cletus is going to succeed. He will convince the Council of Elders that there is no sentient life on Deponia. And, if he should fail, then we shall see to it that the planet is indeed uninhabited. Dismissed. I have too many worries of my own to deal with your moral misgivings, so get out! Out, I say! Yes, sir.
Desteğine kulağımı tırmaladı. Geliyor. Nasıl şansı adamların içine geçti ya. Amcamız da çıktı.
Only the most epic tales feature cool depictions of saw blades crushed into cable boat walls. It happened so blunt stunt affected goals and planned, which surely can't be blamed on Rufus at all. Reckoning up the sum, the best was yet to come. For the end of part one seemed a little too coarse, and to a man we'll send him to attend a second chance for a decent happy ending, a grand fling with dancing and blues and so forth.
A star with blues and so forth.
Bura nere? Çöp gezegeninde böyle yerler de varmış.
Oh. I think I ought to fire my chiropractor. Doc? Huh. We seem to have docked. But where is everybody? Huh. A note from Bozo, that old pirate.
Okuma yazman var mı da?
Good morning, lazy bones. Doc took Gold to his office. Huh. Finally someone who uses his brain. She wasn't feeling all that well. Yada, yada, yada. Blood from her ears. Blah, blah, blah. You can find me in the tavern. Tavern? Now that sounds promising. Huh, there's something else. Don't forget to go and see Doc. He needs your help. Why can't they ever manage without me?
Lan kızın kulağından kan gelmiş, kan. Allah'ın salağı. Radar.
Huh. The floating black market is in the middle of the rust-red sea, far from the cruiser routes of the Organon. That's good.
Radar
I
dokununca
can't
da-
leave here, not without Goal.
Gemiyle gideceğiz demek ki. Amcam balık tutar.
Nothing beats a fresh breeze from the sea. The smell of freedom and adventure,
Evet.
and tar and toxic chemicals. And Tony's mother?
Shh! You're scaring the fish.
Lan sus, balık mı var sanki?
Rotten fish. Close enough. But this native presents a welcome opportunity to
Aşağıdaki
make
kuşu
use of my
gördünüz mü?
cosmopolitan tactfulness and my linguistic skills. Me, Rufus, where I find lab belong to Doc.
Are you talking to me, ape man? We put maps up for people like you.
Ah, you mean heroes passing through?
I mean people we prefer not to talk to.
Hey, just so you know it, I have an excellent sense of direction. I don't need your stinking maps.
So what you looking at it for?
I'm not looking. I'm just shooting it a contemptuous glance. Doc's office is in the industrial park. But where's the tavern? Ah, well, who cares? I guess I'll go see Doc first then.
Buraya gideceğiz ha. Abi artık böyle mi? Hareket ediyoruz. Geri gitmek istediğimde nasıl geri gideceğim? Herhalde şöyle haritaya. Haritaya tıkladığımızda
First, I can't have the old coot grabbing all the...
böyle geri geri gidip duracağız, anladım. Okey. İlginç olmuş, iyi olmuş, güzel olmuş, hoş olmuş. Şimdi burasını bilmiyoruz. Fırın, yuva, yukarı, bilinmiyor, bilinmiyor. Şurada bir kırmızı ornitorenk var. İlk önce fırına bir
So
bakalım.
much wonderful potential for a festive, all-consuming fire.
İlla bir şey yakacağız demek ki burada. Burada bir yuva varmış.
What an ugly nest. It must belong to an extremely ugly bird.
O da şunun büyük ihtimalle. Şuraya bir git bakayım. Soru işaretli yere. Gitti de diye düşünüyorum. Değilmiş. O ne oğlum? Değişik bir şey var. Akıllı byte ismi. Buralara bir bakalım.
Even more potential for even more dramatic turns.
Al bakalım. Crank aldık. Elektrik bandı bulduk.
White,
kovası.
of all things. The wet blanket among colors.
Tabii
There's
sopa
a
var.
guard dog. Here's a stick. This task under-challenges my combination skills. I'll just trash the stupid mutt.
Döveceğim. Köpekle konuşsan ne olur?
What a cute little doggy you are.
I beg your pardon? My name is Cleverbite. I'm an
Şu an
autonomous,
konuşmasını beklemiyordum.
cybernetically highly developed service unit, programmed to perform complex security tasks.
Cleaverbite. Oh, such an amusing name for a robo-dog.
I will not suffer such indignities. Through the neuronal connection of computer circuits with organic cerebral matter, I am capable of processing more than 3,000 floating point operations per second.
Can you sit up and beg?
Perhaps not, but I could sit up and grab something until you beg me to let go.
You know, you've got quite an attitude for a cyber whatever mongrel, but I'm pretty sure that your bark is worse than your bite.
Do you hear me barking then?
I don't know. All I can hear is
Nerdy ramblings,
I'll ask Doc to make you a cyber muzzle.
To do that, you would need to get past me, right?
I'm not going to allow some stupid mutt to block my path.
Actually, I'm a superior cybernetic.
superior,
Let me show you who
Çok
is
sinir
superior
bozucuyuz
here.
ya. Otur. Otur.
Down.
I am not sure I have comprehended your intention.
That's because you're only a silly dog.
It might help if you could talk in complete sentences.
Otur oğlum.
Down, boy.
Bravo. With a little more effort, you might indeed be capable of forming an entire sentence.
Ha! Piece of cake.
Girdi da bizde. Benden oturma eylemini gerçekleştirmeni
I
inşa ediyorum.
hereby demand that you perform the act of down.
Good boy. But I'm still not sure what you're really trying to tell me.
Well, down, down, see? Like this.
Yazık ya.
This guy cracks me up.
Bırak geçeyim.
Let me
Doktora görmem
through.
gerekiyor.
I have to see Doc.
Oh, but I can't do that. If I let you through, my designation as a watchdog would be completely compromised.
And if you don't, you'll be completely compressed. I think you're forgetting who's the superior species here.
Then why don't you simply show me?
Önce elektrik çarpması peki. Beni içeri alır
You
mısın lütfen?
please let me in.
That sounds better already. But I didn't quite get the third word you said.
Please,
Dog directly into the audio interface.
if you insist. Please, please, please, please!
İyi dalga geç ha.
Stop it! Oh, please, stop! You're overloading my circuits!
Kimmiş
Who's a
akıllı?
good robot dog?
I need to think about that one. Your mother, perhaps?
What?
Of.
Oh, you rotten!
Bu kadar geldi ya.
Stupid mutt!
What? You're giving up already? How disappointing.
Sopayla döveceğim seni.
Hey, look what I've got! And now, be a good dog and fetch the stick. What's wrong? Fetch the stick! Or are you too stupid?
Yes, exactly. That's it.
Fetch that stick.
No.
You go fetch that stick now. Attaboy!
If you're so fond of that stick, why don't you go get it yourself? And if you're a good boy, I might even let you pass.
Gidip al bakayım sopayı.
Go on. I just threw a stick, and you are a dog. So, what do dogs do in a case like this?
I wait for you to make an even bigger fool of yourself?
No, wrong. You fetch the stick. Or are you too stupid? Wait. I'll show you how it's done.
Biz de aynı
Oh.
salaz.
Boy, you didn't really just do that, did you? I can't take it anymore.
Bu aptal konuşmaktan
Maybe the
vazgeçeceğim.
fixture's loose.
Da capo, da capo.
Sopayı da alabiliyoruz. Bu
Maybe the
götürü.
fixture's loose.
Yok.
Da cap.
Tamam. Böyle bir çık bakalım. Yukarıda ne var? Baca, yumurta. Neymiş bakalım?
I never touch stuff that some stranger has already had in their rear end.
Ne demek lan?
I never touch stuff that some stranger has already had.
İlginç. O zaman burada bitirelim. Tam burada. Ornitolojimizle beraber. Beğenmeyi, yorum atmayı ve abone olmayı unutmayın. Bir sonraki videolarda ve serilerde görüşmek üzere. Bay bay.
Fearless.